Hello everybody, I'm Gemma and I'd like to do a little tutorial on converting a shirt into a dignity bib. It's the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me. It is pretty simple, to be honest, and there isn't a whole lot of sewing involved. I've done it this way, but you may find a way that's better for you. But it's just to give people an idea, basically. So I've got my shirt, and what I'm going to do first of all is cut the sleeves off. Now with this shirt, because it's already stitched, I can actually just cut it off nice and close, but without cutting into here, and leave that. So that's less sewing. Alternatively, if you want to turn it under and restitch that's fine, that's up to you. So I'm just going to take the sleeves off now. Okay, so sleeves have gone. So I've tried to cut pretty close too. Next I'm going to cut along here. I'm going to leave the sides, don't cut the sides. This is the way I've decided to do it, just to give it a bit more absorbency. So yeah, I'm just going to cut along this seam here now. Okay, so I've cut that off there, and then what I've done with this is just folded and folded again over, just so it comes down lower than your front there, really. And then what I do is, I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little bit awkward. I then fold this in and pin it so that it's not showing around the armholes. Let me do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so all pinned, and then basically I'm just going to sew all the way along here. This time I've managed to do it so that I don't hit a button. First time I had to leave a little gap here because the button was just there, so if you can sort of go up or down from there, that's slightly helpful. Yeah, so just stitch all the way along there and then I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we've stitched all around there now, so that's going to hold that. I just thought might as well leave the back on. It's it's a waste not to use the back as well. I may be thinking about putting some sort of waterproof layer in between here, so that would just mean basically cutting a rectangle, and then when you stitch this, stitch it into there. But I haven't got any waterproof material at the moment, so, or maybe towels, maybe a towel, bit of quite absorbent. Don't know, it'd be interesting to hear your ideas as well, because I've only been sewing for sort of 12 months, so I am reasonably new, as you can probably tell by my wonky stitching. Okay, so next we're going to cut straight up the back of the neck. I mean, if you're making these for somebody you could just leave it like that, because obviously you've got the the neck hole there. I'm not, so I don't know who specifically who they're for. And this shirt is quite a large shirt, so this can possibly just go over your head. But I do want to put the snap placket in the back, just to give carers and they're just a bit easier, that you can just put it round the person. Okay, so I'm just going to cut down here. Okay, so I've cut down the back. This is the bit I'm kind of stuck with, really, because on ones I've made, I've just used my overlocker just to stop obviously the fray down here. Doesn't look massively pretty though, even though I have got some rainbow thread on it, but anyway. So I thought I'm going to try a bit of binding. So what I've done basically is just cut what I've got left in the sleeves. So I've just cut and just done a little bit of binding probably needs to be thinner than that. I say this is just a bit of a trial one on this one. So I'm going to have a go at that. So I'm just going to stitch this on. So stitch down, fold it over, fold it under, just basically just to cover this raw edge. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so I've just clipped it over and tucked the ends in. I'm just going to sew down here now. There we go. So just stitch the binding. So just to cover that raw edge and just to make them a bit more long lasting, serviceable, what have you. So now, again, I've cut out of the sleeves these. I mean, it doesn't really matter on the size. I just wanted just to give it that bit more headroom, if you like. And then I'm going to stitch. I've got these. I've realised when I've come to make all these Dignity aprons that I haven't got any Velcro. So I'm just going to cut 2 of these off and sew them on to this little placket. And then stitch it on, but I'll come back to that. So I'm just going to put these onto here, just stitch round just to hold it all together, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay folks, we're nearly finished now. So I've sewn these on, snip my ends there, and then I'm going to sew this onto there and sew that one, making sure you get them the right way round, which that won't be. Yes it will, no it won't. So that they fasten basically. So I might have sewn that the wrong way. That's over the top, and that one goes like that. That's it. So that one will fold back, because that is really annoying when you sew them on the wrong way. So I'm just going to stitch those just down here to the edge and be back in a moment.